All right, so something I wanted to talk about. You have to be delusional, okay? When you want things. Let me give you a little story. I was out yesterday, and someone whom I know, a very nice man, uh, there's something, I don't want to go into the details, don't matter here, okay? But there is something that this guy wants and needs to happen, and it's going to start, it's supposed to start, it's a workplace related thing, and it's supposed to start happening uh, in maybe 2 or 3 months, right? The, it's already been okayed by the powers that be, right? And it's supposed to happen, and he needs it to happen, but he's still very, you know, very wishy-washy or depressed about it. Or not depressed, but like he doesn't. It's almost like he's looking for reasons why it won't happen, right? Now, this is a very common thing. I used to be this way. I was the king of being this way. And maybe he's reflecting back my old man being the old story. So, anyway, I was telling him, hey, just hang in there. In like 2 or 3 months, they're going to start to do this, and you're good. You're golden. And he's like, no, and he's like, give me, reasons why it might not happen, or it might not happen fully, or they'll pull away from it, and all this stuff, all these doubts and worries. And I told him, I said, listen, you have to think positive. Think positive about it. I said, it's already in the works. You don't even have to really worry about it. It's in the works. They've okayed it. A few weeks ago, a month ago, it was still up in the air. But now I've been affirming this stuff for a long time for other people. I already have a certain amount of what these people want, but it's going to be rolled out to the larger community, so to speak. And, this guy tried to get the arrangement I have, and he didn't. And it's no wonder he didn't, because I went in there with the attitude of, this is what I need, this is what I want, this will happen this way. And it has. It has. And for him, it hasn't. And it's no surprise. He's a great guy, wonderful person. But like a lot of people, and someone else at the workplace yesterday was expressing the same doubts. This person is a higher up. And again, and I was telling this other person, listen, you have to think positive. And they're like, yeah, whatever. And the guy even told me, the other guy even told me, the first guy told me, I won't think something, it struck me because it's something exactly I used to say. I used to be of the mind when I would say things like, I won't have high expectations. This way, I won't be disappointed. How terrible is that? How depressing is that? He expressed the same exact thing to me yesterday. It was like a replay of the old man. He said almost verbatim that he won't expect anything, and therefore, if it doesn't happen, he won't be disappointed. And I told him, I said, listen, he doesn't know where I'm coming from really with this, and you're not supposed to. It doesn't pay to express this kind of stuff to people, because they'll think you're crazy, and they're not ready for it, or it's not part of their life experience, whatever. You have to be led to this, right? That's why this isn't like a religion. You're not trying to proselytize or convert people. When they come into this willingly, you can talk about it like I'm doing here. I got like-minded people looking at this thing. But it's not like a religion where you have to go out and try to convert people, thankfully, right? Thank God, right? Because I don't like that. Nobody likes that. So, and you shouldn't have to do that. So, but I did tell him, I'm like, think positive. I'm like, so finally I said, you have to be delusional. Be delusional in your hopes. What can it hurt? And he's like, if I don't, whatever, I won't be disappointed. I said, okay. I said, fine. I said, I'll be delusional for both of us. I'll be delusional for both of us, and don't worry, it's going to happen. You're going to get what you need. And he kind of like looked at me like I was, whatever, and kind of nodded. I mean, he knows I mean the best. And he knows I want the best for him and whatever. So, and the other person, I pretty much told the same thing. Like, don't worry. Like, what do you think positive? What's it going to hurt you to think positive? So, oh, I got to, and it's that same self-doubt, worry. And I used to be the same exact way. Same exact way. So, and like I said, I've had this arrangement. And actually, this other person who I mentioned, the second person, came to me yesterday and said, on behalf of someone else who wasn't there, this other person wants to know, how the heck did you manage to get this arrangement? Because so many people are denied this arrangement and you got it. And I didn't know what to tell the person. I couldn't really go into this. So I kind of just said, look, I said, I pursued it. I know what the law is. I know what everything else is. And I went in there with clear mind, speaking to these people forcefully and whatever. And I told them, this is what I need and this is what it has to be. And it happened. And that's that. And whatever. So, and they just kind of look at me like, how? Like they don't understand it. The same person came to me a few months ago and said, they're going to stop all this stuff. And I said, I hope not, because they'll be breaking the law if they do. And honestly, there's no reason to, and it's good. Don't worry about it. And it's been fine. And as a matter of fact, now it's going to be rolled out to the larger population of this thing. Again, I'm being purposefully vague here, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to know who, where, what. Just the fact that there's some kind of a policy that I've been living under that other people want and need, and now it's going to be rolled out in a way to this larger group that actually needs it and would benefit from it. So be delusional, affirm, expect, live from the end. Live from the end. It has to happen that way. It has to happen that way. There's no excuses, no buts, no ifs, ands, or buts. And don't have any doubts. Don't expect the worst. Doubts will manifest as unfavorable circumstances. Your doubts will manifest as people, and situations that are not in your best interest. That's how it happens. The minute you have doubt, so don't have doubt. I know it's hard not to have doubt sometimes. It takes some practice. Even with me, in other areas of my life, I'm still working on this. Sometimes it gets frustrating that I have it working so well here, but now I'm trying to, transfer it to other areas. Now, I'm not saying I have it all, not by any means, right? And we're all manifesting this stuff. Everything's a manifestation. Even if what you judge is negative, it's still a manifestation. You're still a master manifester and manifesting every circumstance of your life. That's sometimes the hardest part, is to take responsibility for those things that you judge as negative. You're still manifesting it. It's still your fault. It's your fault, one way or the other. I'm sorry to say. And you can't tell people who aren't ready to hear this, especially if it revolves around, say there's someone, just certain negative, maybe even heartbreaking things in a life. How dare you say that's my fault? That's the reaction. But when you really get down to this stuff, it's your all objective reality. Neville even says all objective reality is the effect of imagination, of your beliefs, your assumptions, your doubts, your fears, your hopes, your dreams, your happiness, your depression. But boom, it all goes out there. It's like, I don't have those special effects. Imagine like a ripple effect when I do this and it goes like that. Boom, it goes out there. It's the same thing in that movie, The Secret. Go watch that when they go like this and it has that same effect I'm thinking of. There you go. There you have it. I hope that, this really struck me because I said to myself when all this happened, I said, I have to do a video on this. And I couldn't wait to do it, but things got in the way. And plus I needed a nice quiet time like right now, and a nice bright room to be able to do this. And I hope it helps somebody. I hope it helps some of you to get grounded and realize, yes, it all makes sense. It's coming together. I'm telling you, these things will happen to you as you progress in your journey. And you'll get these moments of the light bulb coming on, and you'll be able to recognize things for what they really are, not happenstance or whatever. These people came to me, and I was like, wow. And it's almost like you're reflecting back at how you used to be at the same time. It's not just everybody's you pushed out. So these people were actually reflecting back to me, but in a way to, maybe you can call it a sign. I don't look for signs. You're not supposed to look for signs. Don't get caught up looking for signs because that's a no-no. You'll spin in the mud. But you can recognize signs when they happen. And that was almost like a sign, like, hey, you're starting to recognize this stuff. You're starting to see stuff in the 3D, like looking in, from the outside looking in and saying, wow, holy crap, look at that, That's just amazing. It was like the old man staring you in the face and you staring him right back and saying, you're the old man. You're the old man. I am the new man or woman or whatever your situation is. So please like and subscribe. Share this out. And look at my old stuff. I've been uploading more Neville stuff, right? Uploading more Neville stuff. Some of those, just as a little note, sometimes they end abruptly. That's the audio track. It is what it is. I can't do anything about that. If it ends abruptly, that's the way it was in the original recording. But when it's a 46 or a 49-minute recording, you're getting a lot of stuff there, obviously. So please go back and look at that stuff. Look at my playlists too, because I put the Neville lectures in a playlist, most of them. And check out the mind movies too. Meditate to that stuff. What can it hurt? It's very relaxing. I'm gonna try to get the time to start doing more of those. I've got a lot of things right now. I'm doing other side gigs and things, and this little laptop I have here is paramount to a lot of that. I can encode a movie now in like no time compared to on my old Intel system. So sometimes I can do 2 or 3 at a shot, and then I'll just schedule them for a release schedule. Anyway. Not to get too much in the nitty gritty or the day-to-day stuff there, but I just wanted to, relay that. Because right now, I'm enjoying speaking right now. But anyway, I should probably cut it short so I don't bore you too much. The bulk of it was the other stuff. But now, So I'm going to end this now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please like and subscribe. And check out all the stuff I have if you haven't already. So now I'm going to end this video. See you later. See you next time. Until we meet again.